Well, good morning. Okay, so today we're going to go through our regular exercises, and I think we'll go back to doing some more qigong, and so we're going to do that very popular form of qigong called the five animal frolic. And today we're going to do deer. Maybe we'll do deer. Maybe we'll do another one too. Again, I'm thinking maybe I'm drifting too far from Tai Chi, but as Leslie pointed out, it's all connected. And you start seeing, when you start seeing the, rather than seeing differences between things, when you start seeing how things are related, that makes it really interesting. And you know, as I get older, I'm starting to appreciate the you know, both the differences between things and similarities. So, and, you know, and teasing things apart. But anyway, and so, and I'm going to make some more references to Bagua later on when we do some more Sun style forms. I think we've already done the form. I've already introduced this new form called man walking, straightening out his clothes. So we're going to get more focus on that. That's a really cool move. And then I'll show you how some of the movements within that form are connected to Bagua, which we've done some of as well. In fact, we've done cover body palm, and you're going to see the connection between cover body palm movement in Bagua and that man walking, straightening out his clothes movement. As I said before, that the father of Sun style, Sun Lutang, was a very well-known Bagua and Xingyi artist. And so he brought some introduced elements of Xingyi and Bagua into Tai Chi, which makes that form of Tai Chi, in my mind, really interesting and really special. Okay, so enough about that. So let's go ahead and warm up. And let's just start moving our shoulders down and up and around. I played a round of golf this morning, and it's really interesting that golf has so many facets of good golf form. Connected to the basic principles of Tai Chi. It's just right spot on. It's where all the power comes from, using the rotation around the waist, using rotation around the waist and sinking into the ground and pushing off from one foot to the other, maintaining your hips from moving back side to side. Your hips don't move at all, and your head doesn't move. And if you watch pros, I think it's worthwhile, as you go online, you watch pros swing a golf club. That's why it looks so easy. They remain perfectly upright throughout the swing, totally centered with the crown raised, and all the movement is around the waist, using that ground path. Exactly how power is generated in all those three internal Chinese martial arts: Tai Chi, Bagua, and Xingyi. Okay, good. Let's just pull across. Grab your elbow, pull across, and look in the other direction. And also there's that principle of relaxing and going slowly, and that relaxing and swinging slowly, letting your the club and letting your body do the work, you hit the ball further and straighter that way than if you try to kind of just overpower things. Lots of similarities between Tai Chi and proper golf, the proper golf swing. Okay, just moving back and forth. And let's exercise our fingers. Splay them out, open and close. I'll count. That's 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. And 100. Okay. Interlock your fingers, palms facing your chest, rotate out, down and around like a ball turning, and push out. Stretch your fingers, come in. Now let's do these rotations. This is a new move. So you're going to be pushing down and out and up and in. Once again, that old familiar circular motion. This is excellent to stretch your shoulders, your forearms, joints, tendons. Good. All right. Come down. Now we're going to do some different exercises this morning. This series of exercises is part of the Kwang Ping Yang warm-up series. All right. The next thing you want to do is, if you can, sit on the edge of your chair, and you're just going to rotate your arms like this. Okay? Sit up straight. Okay.
Are we tapping our kidneys with the backhand?
We're not doing it, but yeah, I mean, you're on the right path. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if we've done this before. If you do it standing up, there's a pressure point back here and also back here around your kidneys. And I don't know if you can do this sitting down because the back of the chair gets in the way. But the other way I've seen this done is just back and forth. Emphasizing that turning around the waist. And your knees are going back and forth, in and out, like this. So your hips aren't moving. I mean, they're moving around in a circle, but they're not moving from side to side. Okay, so now hands on your hips, make your arms look like a teacup. All right, we're just going to rotate from one side to the other. Okay, good. Again, sitting on the edge of your chair, what I want you to do is put your hands down to the side, turn to the right. I've got some obstructions in the way here, so I'm going to move over. You're going to turn to the side and come up the side over to the other side and down the other side. Turn to the other side, up and down. Turn, up, overhead to the other side, down. Keep going. So these are kind of like windmills. You have to give yourself plenty of room here. Okay, now we went up one side and down the other side. Now we're going to go up the other side and down the other side. So I'm going up on the right and down on the left. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to raise the arms. We're going to come down the center, turn to one side and up, turn to center. All right. Come down, turn to the other side and up, turn to center, come down, turn to the other side and up, turn to center, come down, turn to the other side and up. So this is what this one looks like. You want to come down and come up the side. So you come down facing forward and come up the side. All right. Okay, there's one more. Can you guess what it is? It's coming down facing forward, turning, coming up on the sides. Come down facing forward, turn, come up on the other side. Okay. Can you feel that in your shoulders? Excellent exercise. I do them every morning. In fact, all these I do every morning. That's my routine. And then might as well continue. Now, the next one I do is something I don't think you can do standing down, but it's putting your hands on your palms on your knees and rotating. So you're just rotating in one direction and then the other direction. But since this is a sitting Tai Chi class, I don't really know how you could do that sitting down. You might want to experiment with it. You have to maybe lift your heels as you rotate, like this. And finally, we're going to put our feet straight out and interlock your fingers, the palms facing straight out. You're going to reach down and stretch. Okay. All right, put your foot down. Bring your heel up, rock back and forth. Rocking your heel back and forth. Foot down, rock back and forth. One side and the other. And now the other foot. Lift the heel, rock. Foot down, side to side. Okay, good. Okay, so last week we were doing Xing Yi, and I introduced the metal form. So Xing Yi is based on the 5-element theory, which is also the basis of Chinese medicine. And in the case of Xing Yi, the 5 elements represent different ways of defending yourself. Xing Yi is very aggressive and very explosive, unlike Tai Chi and Bagua. So last week we did metal, and metal has a chopping nature to it. And metal chops wood. Wood is one of the other 5 elements. And so we started out doing an opening breath, bringing the fingers together, pointing toward each other, coming up the sides, coming straight down, palms down. We make 2 fists, putting the fists together. And this is a block, this is blocking, this is protecting the groin. So the knuckles are facing each other. And then we turn the fists over so that the heart of the palm is up and the fists are down on the lap, again, protecting the groin. All right. We bring the right hand up under the chin, out straight, striking out straight. Could be a strike or a block. Put the left hand knuckles on the inside of the right elbow. All right. And then we open the hands up. We reach out and block across with the hand which is already out, sweeping across and bringing it in down to the waist as the fist on the elbow reaches up and out, opening up and striking with the pisiform, the fleshy part of the bottom of the hand. So once again, come up under the chin, strike out, the right hand, fist on elbow, open the hands up, block and push out and chop down. So this is kind of a rotation out and down. All right, it's a strike to the head or to the bridge of the nose. So opening breath, fingers together, palms going down to the lap. Make 2 fists, the knuckles pointing at each other. Turn the fists over. All right. Come up under the chin like an uppercut and out. This is a rotation from in to out. All right. Left fist on the crook of the right elbow. Open the hands up. Sweep across the block, bring the palm down, the fingers down, palm down with the fingers pointing toward the Dan chin, as the other hand flexes out and strikes. All right. Second phase of this, make 2 fists. Bring the left fist down and up under the chin in an arc and out straight. Bring the right fist on the crook of the left elbow. Open both palms up. Sweep across the front and down and block to the side as we strike out with the right hand, up and down again. Left fingers are down, palm down, fingers, thumb basically locked to the hip and the fingers pointing toward the Dan chin. Notice the teacup motif in the left arm, everything rounded. Right arm straight out, arm slightly bent. Continue, bring the right hand down in an arc inside, near the crotch, bring it up under the chin, strike out as we bring the left fist up, crack of the right elbow, open the hands up, block down, and strike out. Make two fists. Left fist comes in, rotates in, up, under the chin and out. Right fist and crock of the left elbow. Open the hands up, sweep across, strike, and strike out with the right hand. And one more time, rotating in with the right hand, up to the chin, straight out. Bring the left fist up on the crock of the right elbow, open the palms up, sweep across, and strike out, up and down with the pisiform of the left or pisiform of the left hand. And so you'll notice that you've got these circular motions going on. And this is a circular motion, the blocking across. At the same time, this hand is driving up, turning and striking down. These are very powerful moves, very aggressive, powerful moves. All right, so that's metal. Metal chops wood. Now we're going to learn the second one, which is fire. I'm sorry, which is water. Tsuan, it's called. Metal is called Pichuan. Metal is P. Pichuan means P, fist, or open palm. And Tsuan Chuan is water, the water fist. Now, water drills. Water has a drilling quality to it. And that's what you're going to feel in this, rather than a chopping quality, you're going to feel a drilling quality. All right. And so water defeats fire. Okay, so we're going to start out the same way. Opening breath, come down, fingers together, palms straight down, make two fists. Same move. It's kind of like the opening metal. Right fist under the chin comes rotating out in a circular movement, out. Fist on the crock of the elbow. Now we're going to open up both hands. All right. And the right palm is going to turn down and across the same way to block, and this left palm is going to come straight out and strike with the fingers open. Now you can either strike with the fingers open, or you can make a fist and strike out with a fist. So this movement, whether it's the fist or the opening or the knife finger form, is a drilling motion rather than a chopping motion. Thus, it's characterized as a water form. All right, opening breath, down, make two fists, turn the fists over, up under the chin, out, fist on the crock of the elbow, open the front hand up. We're going to do the fist strike up now. Rotate it around and down to block, back down to the waist as you strike straight out and up with the fist, the heart of the fist pointing up. So again, come down the left hand and rotate in and out and up under the chin and out. Left fist on the crock of the right fist and crock of the left elbow. Open the left palm up, the outside palm up. As we block across it and bring it down to the waist, we strike out with the fist pointed up, the fingers of the fist pointed up. Bring it down, up under the chin, out to strike or block. Left fist on the crock of the right elbow, open the right hand, block across, strike out. 1, 2. Fist in the crock of the elbow, open the left hand, block across and strike. In and out, 2, open the hand and strike. In, up and out. Right fist in the crock of the elbow, open the left hand, block across and down and strike out. So if we do it sideways, this is what the entire move would look like. All right. Okay. All right. Any questions? You guys get it? Jeremiah? Ludi? Leslie? Chad? Okay, good. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. So we're going to do more of this stuff. I'm going to do one form a week until, so we got 3 more forms to do. We've got wood, and we've got earth, and we've got fire. So we did metal and we did water. Okay, so this is good stuff. And as we do the Tai Chi movements, especially because the Sun style has so many connections to Xing Yi and Bagua, you'll start to see the connections, and that'll make it more interesting. Hopefully make the form more interesting, and it'll give you a perspective that most people who do Sun style don't really know about, because they don't know Bagua and Xing Yi, and they should, in my opinion. All right, so let's move on. So let's move on to Tai Chi. So we've been talking about Sun style. Let's start at the beginning. We should all know this form. I think we've done it in both directions. No, I guess not. We've done it in one direction and partially in the other direction. And so we're going to see if we can move forward with this. I'll try to remember to do that so we can move forward and finish all the Sun style forms. Sitting up straight, raising the crown, tucking the chin in, relaxing the shoulders. If you can, put your feet on the ground. Bringing the hands up, arms straight, fingers pointing down, palms facing each other. Like you're holding a ball. Bring the ball in and down to the waist, dan chin. Elbows pointing straight back, push out. Bring the palms in and open and close. Commencement, open and close. Single whip, turning the palms facing out, pushing out slightly and extending the arms to the sides. The hand should be about the shoulder height. The elbow should be bent, not too far out. All right. And now cloud hands. So to set up for cloud hands, we've got to bring that right hand down across the waist to the left, lining the lower hand, palm facing down, under the elbow of the left hand, which is up, the left arm, which is up, face up. And we shift up and down. Now we're in position. We make that shift so that we maintain the same vertical distance between those palms, but they're just reversed up and down. And our body is turned to the left. We're not leaning over. We're always upright. So the dan qian is turned, the body's turned, waist turned to the left. And now we pull across, pulling the palms together to the right side, shoulder line, and switch up and down. Keep going to the left. Change, or switch up and down. Turn to the right. Change, switch up and down. Turn to the left. Now, either at the left, on the left side or right side, we're going to eventually turn the lower palm up, bring it up in an arc across. As we turn the body facing forward, the hands rotate so they're automatically facing each other, holding a ball again. That familiar motif of holding a ball, keep breath open and close. So that's commencement, open and close, single whip, cloud hands, open and close. Brush knee. This is brush knee right. We are going to rotate the palms over to the right hand side, bringing the left fingers close to the right elbow. As we turn, winding up on the right side, turning and looking at that palm next to the ear, a few inches away from the ear on the right side. It's almost like you're holding a baseball bat. If you clench your hands, it'd be kind of like holding a bat. But we're not going to swing the bat across. We're going to swing the lower hand across and block across around the level of the stomach as we straighten and turn around the waist and push forward with the right hand, strike out with the pisiform again of the right hand, bringing the left palm down to the waist, the thumb attached to the left hip. And so this move looks like this. And you want to time it so by the time your right hand is fully extended, the left hand is already down in this position here. So this is a block across and a strike forward. All right. This is very similar to the metal strike. All right. So this being the metal strike, except it comes from here. But brush knee is a very typical Yang style. It's not from Bagua or Xingyi. All right. Next, we play the loop. Rotate the palms into position, right palm down, left palm up. And remember, when you do these rotations, it's kind of like an oblong eight. It's a elliptical movement. So the lower hand is coming up in an arc and then up and comes forward. And the left hand, which is here, out here, describes a kind of half circle or elliptical circle coming down. And so really what you're doing is grabbing a wrist and an elbow. And then the next step would be to turn it over and pull or push or break, depending on what you want to do. All right, so you end up like this. Okay, now the Fleckberry Punch. Now, the first thing you want to do is open or turn the palm over the lower hand. That's the key. You turn that over, then you just simply turn the other one out, facing it. So the way to remember this is to turn the lower palm up, turn the upper palm down, facing the lower palm. We're going to push out with the lower palm and strike out and pull in with the upper palm, passing the palms, brushing the palms past each other. One palm coming out, the other palm coming back. All right, now, this is a deflection, but it can also be a strike. Just like in the water form, in Xingyi. All right, this form like that. But in this case, we're going to call it a deflection because in Tai Chi, it's more often used as a way of deflecting a force coming in. And the deflection is you want to get to the outside of the arm and deflect the force coming in over to the right or to the left, depending on which hand you use. And so it is a spiraling motion, not pulling and swiping across like this. You're not knocking somebody's fist out to the side. You're deflecting it off to the left, your opponent's left, as you come up like this. And notice it's a drilling force. So this is a water form. So this form here in Bagua and in Xingyi, it's more of a strike because Xingyi is very powerful and aggressive. But in Tai Chi, that water movement, Suan, Chuan, is more of a kind of like rotational deflection. Flex something aside. And so the move looks like this, and then we turn the palms over again, we do it again, deflecting again. So I'm deflecting my partner strike off to his right, making two fists going on the offensive, parrying across and striking over. This looks like this. So you make two fists, you parry across, which simulates grabbing a wrist coming at you, pulling it over and striking up over that. Now, you can pull across and strike under, or you can pull across and strike over. Paul Lamb does it over. If you do it over, the force has to come up. If you do it under, the force just it just comes. Well, it actually does come up a little bit, but not much. And focuses to the rib, to the short rib. There's another way to deflect or parry. I mean, to parry. So there's this parry where you're actually grabbing something, and that's why your fist is closed and pulling it over. And the other is just simply open your hand and slap the strike across. Just slap it over. That takes the energy out of it with expending a little energy. And then you have the option of striking over or striking under. I like the open palm because the chances are, if I try to reach out and grab something and pull it over, if I miss, I'm toast, right? If you miss, you know, you're vulnerable. But the chances of opening your palm up and slapping at something, the chances of missing are almost negligible. So this movement would look like this. And the force in Tai Chi is very short. The forces are short and powerful. Again, using this motion to counteract the other motion. Okay. So two options: reach across, grab, punch over or under, slap across, punch over, and punch under. The punch in this case is with the eye of the fist up. All right. And in this side of the form, the knuckles will be pointing to the right. The fingers will be pointed to the left. All right. So I'm going to do it the first way: punch across, pull across, parry across, punch, grab and punch, over, opening both hands, turning the hands, palms facing out, bring them in, splitting down and back, in, elbows down, lowering the palms and pushing out. Bring the palms in, open and close. And now going in the other direction. So if we wanted to end now at 12 movements, we would just bring the hands out straight and down, all right? But we're going to go on. So after the open and close, we're going to go right into the single whip. We're eliminating, we did open and close, we're eliminating the commencement form. Single whip, which is exactly the same as the first single whip, there's no symmetry in it. But this time for the cloud hands to set up, we're going to set up on the right rather than the left-hand side because we're going to do cloud hands left. We bring the fingers of the left hand down and arm down, lining up under the right elbow this time, switching up and down, turning to the left, around the waist, cloud hand switch, pull to the right, cloud hand switch on the right hand side, pull to the left, switching on the left, pulling to the right, opening up the lower hand, either left off, either if you're on the left side, that's okay. On the right side, it's okay. You'll just open up on the left side, you would open up the right palm. Here I'm opening up the left palm on the right side. And I bring it up and across as I turn, opening that palm up. So it's a scooping motion, a scooping circular motion, opening up. So I end up with the palms facing each other. It's actually a beautiful movement. And it's not an easy movement because you're sweeping down and up and across as you're turning the waist in the same direction. This simulates grabbing an arm or a leg, kick, bringing it up and over, up and over, open and close. What's next? Brush knee left. Fold both hands over to the left, right fingers near on the left elbow, turning at the same time to the left. You'd be looking at your left palm open, facing out, very close to your ear. You want to keep it close to your shoulder line. You don't want to load it up here and out, because then the strike is going to be from the outside. And then you're just using the muscles in your arm, which isn't a very, very effective way of striking. You want to strike or push at something, you want to push through the shoulder line. That allows you to use the waist and your core and your chest to get that energy through it. So that's why you bring it up near the ear, lock to that shoulder line. And as you sweep across with the right-handed block and bring it down, palm facing down, locking the right joint of the thumb to the right hip, you strike straight out. Brush knee left. That's because you set up on the left side, all right? Play the lute. It's the opposite of the other play the lute. The left hand comes down in a elliptical form or nature. The right hand comes up elliptically to play the lute position. So your hands are about arm's length apart, but the upper palm up with the thumb right about nose level, and the lower palm is around dantian level with the thumb facing up. Palms are facing each other. Now, what are you going to do? The Fleckberry Punch. Turn the lower palm, the left palm in this case over, turn the other palm, the right palm over, facing it. Push the lower palm out, pull the outer palm in as you brush the hands past each other, deflecting. All right, turn the palms over, push and pull, deflect number 2. Make 2 fists. Fold the right fist over as you punch over with the left fist. Or if you make a fist and leave that palm open, the upper palm open, you can parry across and punch under, or parry across and punch over. And this is what it looks like. All right. Okay, open the palms up, bring them in, calling block, bring the palms down, push. Okay, so the next move that I think we've done before, we worked on it, is man walking, straightening out his clothes, or just straightening out the clothes. And it's a compound move consisting of 6 movements. All right. So to set up for that, we did a brush knee. We did push, open and close. All right. Set up on the left, another brush knee. Right hand is down near the waist, thumb on the hip, left hand straight out. First step, turn the palms facing each other. So that right palm, which is straight down, facing down now, near the hip, is going to turn over facing toward the hip. Like there's a holster there. The left palm is just going to turn facing to the right. So it's out straight, like a stop sign. It's just going to turn, rotate 90 degrees facing to the right. As this right palm comes up, straight up, like you're pulling something out of your pocket. And now you're going to push it forward. So now the palms are facing each other, but you push the right palm just a little past the left palm, and then bring the left palm fingers in, touching the right wrist. You open the palm up. So now at this point, you want to connect those fingers to the wrist and leave them connected for all of the rest of the movements in this form. You open the palms up, facing up like you're opening up a book. You bring the palms down in an arc and then up under the chin. Don't lose the connection of the fingers of the left hand to the wrist, the right wrist. And then you push the palms out, monkey offering fruit. This is a strike with the fingers, the left hand and palm and fingers guiding that strike. And now what we do is we just take, our arms are outstretched, or almost stretched out completely. We do still have some form, elbow, what am I trying to say? The joint is not locked. So there's a little bit of bow in there. We're going to sweep all the way over to the right. So see how far you can turn. Can you turn 90 degrees to the right? So your hands are in, out, turning to the right. And now you're going to take this right palm, which is facing up, and you're going to rotate it around like a teacup exercise. So imagine you have a teacup. You don't want to spill the tea. You're going to rotate it around underneath your chin like you're holding a tray. So if you imagine you're holding a tray or a frisbee and you bring it out and then bring it up holding the plate on the tray under your chin like this. So it's a rotation around like this. Left finger still attached. And now you turn, you're facing forward and you rotate both palms out. So both palms are facing out. The lower fingers are still attached to the right wrist. So if you look at the whole movement, all right, that's what it looks like. It's a sweeping move. Now, what does that look like? Remember a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we did 3 of the Bagua palm changes. Remember we did dragon. We did the first, which is single palm change, and then we did back body palm, and then we did cover body palm. And remember, cover body palm is, we started out like this, turned the palms over, we struck in like this, and then back, we came around like this. Well, it's the same move. The beginning of that is the same move. It's a strike or block across, a block back, and then a splitting force, which is a pulling back, pulling an arm back, grabbing an arm, pulling it back, and striking underneath the armpit. And there's lots of things you can do with that, but it's hard to demonstrate without a partner. But anyway, you can see the element of this cover body palm in the Sun style Tai Chi movement called straightening out his clothes. And it's done, this move is not done in any other style of Tai Chi, just Sun style. A little known fact. Okay. Well, you should have the feeling, okay, of pulling something in, up and pushing it out, and then striking, this feeling of striking over to the right, and then striking forward with both hands. All right. And then the final movement is you bring the hands in and open and close, which is very familiar, the open and close movement. Now, I think I mentioned that even this has an application. And the application would be as if somebody's coming in at you, you get your hands on the inside, you can split their energy. And then once you do that, you can come in and you can push them away. That's usually the next move. The other thing you can do is, that's the open part of it. The closed part is a compression on the ears, reaching out and slamming like this. And you can even use this on the body. I've not practiced this, but I've seen people do it, where it's a little hard to demonstrate. Whereas if you hit somebody here and here, I just did it and I hurt my back. You can put a lot of pressure in the lower back. Now I'm doing it this way because I can't open this palm up, right? But you can imagine doing it like this. And again, this open close movement is something you don't see in any other Tai Chi form that I've seen. And I know 3. And you only see it in Sun Style. So it's done here slowly. And the reason it's done slowly with intent, really as a way to kind of re-equilibrate everything before you go on to the next move, okay? So if we want to move on, next one's not too hard. You do open and close, and now you're going to do punch under elbow to the left. Am I moving too fast? I don't know. Okay. Am I moving too fast? You guys want more time? Now you can unmute and talk to me. I see Ann Smith saying yes. Just hit your space bar and speak, and I can hear you. All right. Well, I'll assume that no response is a positive response, and Ann gave me the thumbs up. So, okay. So we're going to move on. We do that open and close. So we did man walking, straighten out his clothes. We push. We open and close. We're going to do punch under elbow, which is going to be in this direction. But we're going to adapt it to the sitting position, because obviously if I'm sitting in this position, I want to go to the left and punch under elbow. It's very awkward. I have to punch like this. And you would never do that in Tai Chi, because your body isn't lined up properly. If it's uncomfortable, it's not right. And you try turning to the left and punching like this, you're going to hurt you. You're going to pull your back. It's very unnatural movement. We're designed to push and pull forward and back, not to the side. Unless we turn to the side. But since we're sitting, we don't have one of those turn stools. That would be interesting to do you get one of those stools, like a bar stool that turns, and then we could do sitting Tai Chi and actually move in that direction. We're going to adapt this to this forward direction. It doesn't matter, it's going to be the same move. In some ways, it's a little better, because it adds another kind of a twisting, turning motion with both hands turning together. And you'll see how it works. All right, open and close. All right, now I'm going to do one more single whip to get in position. Now I'll set it up. I'm going to make a fist with my right hand. And I'm going to bring the right hand down in an arc and in like this, okay? So this is what I want you to do. I don't want you just to bring the hand down here and make a fist. You could do that, but how much more powerful is it if you put a little sweep into it? If you add a rotation to it. All right. And so this hand's going to make a fist. It's going to come back and around. It's going to come in as we turn, and it's going to punch under this elbow, because this hand is going to come here and block. And so the move is going to look like this. Two things going on. All right. Clockwise movement in this direction to punch. All right. A clockwise move in this direction to block. Both moving together in a very fluid, beautiful fashion, using the waist to drive that energy. All right. If I do it in this direction, it looks like this. You're actually opening your hand up, bringing it around and in, punching. And this is the way a parrying punch is done in the Huang Ping Yang Tai Chi style. You bring the hand comes back. Watch. I'm deflecting. This is how the deflection looks going forward, Huang Ping Yang. And then I'm bringing this hand across and in. So I bring this hand out and I punch and parry at the same time. So it's this kind of movement. So this movement is very much like Huang Ping Yang style Tai Chi.
Ralph,
I think that's, yes,
it's about 12:28.
12:20, all right.
No, 12:28.
Oh, 12:28, okay. Well, good. I mean, this is a good stopping point. So, you know, we've come a long ways. We learned this next movement. And so I'll take questions. Are there any questions about any of this? Okay, are you starting to feel the rotational movements? Or feel the energy in these rotational, torsional movements are also spiraling kind of forces. All right.
Very good.
Okay, good. All right, we'll see you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy. Oh, are we having a session next Tuesday? Yes.
I think so. I hope so.
Okay. Okay. Happy Turkey Day. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Sifu.
You're welcome.